So, when last we left off with our intrepid adventurers, what happened with you guys?
I mean, are we really adventurers?
I mean, I didn't say heroes.
He definitely wouldn't go to the hero.
Yeah, that's a fair point right there. At least we ain't the villains, though, right? Yeah. Damn window didn't want to break.
We aren't the villains, but we definitely look like the villains.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
But are we being shown to be the baddies? Yes.
Sure shooting, man.
All I'm saying is
it's that news shit where, like, you know, we are taking the child out of the burning fire and we're like, yes, stay safe. And somebody takes a picture of it and they're like, actual news of them taking a child and leaving them in the fire. More that's not what happened. That's what's happening right now. That's
the footage. Adventurers place child in burning building.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I love this as the breakdown of what happened.
Adventurers set fire to town and leave child inside? Tune in at 9 for more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened last session. I'm pretty sure we're gonna walk outside. We're gonna be like, "Go to your mom," and then their mom's gonna be like, "You set the town on fire," and we're gonna be like, "No. We're trying to save you." And then like, you know, fucking Lee Tian's gonna be in the back like pew 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 and just lighting shit on fire again, and we're gonna be like, "We're not beating the allegations this time," and you know.
That's
Tian in the back celebrating. We got them out. Fireworks for everybody.
You know, I truly love the almost hopeful spirit of what you believe will all happen here.
You know what? I think that's how I'm going to start doing our recaps. It's going to be like a news thing.
You know?
You know, we were downtown, and whenever they were downtown, and while we were looking at the fair that was going on, a small child walked up to a dragonborn. Dragonborns are quite rare in this area, Steve. So it was just kind of odd, and we followed them for a little bit. When the town caught on fire, the dragonborn ran inside the house and kidnapped the child.
Oh, we need to get one of those, like, news bulletin.
This just in.
Breaking news, adventurers set fire to town. We go live to the scene. It's on fire!
So, you guys managed to just... I mean, you exploded the side of the building when you couldn't break the window.
Yeah, we played Rainbow Six
Siege a few times until you had a big enough hole. And you fought the fire creatures that were inside lighting these fires. Almost like some of those little balls of flame coming off the fireworks weren't fireworks. But you successfully managed to keep the small girl away from all of the exploding fire creatures as you realized what happened when they died. And we ended the session literally with Hanbei throwing a weapon through the last one of them.
Yeah, rolled a nat 20, chucked an Odachi, it fucking hit, insta-killed. Yo, it was godlike. Hit him with the force palm stab. It was great. No reason to really do it that way, but you know.
So then,
sometimes you just gotta do things with a little bit of flair.
we come to the moment when you feel the adrenaline of the moment finally begin to wane as you're finally taking in a broader view than you did from running into action. And you realize that the fire throughout the rest of the area has also seemed to have been subdued. You're not entirely sure from what means, as there is already quite a bit of destruction around you from everything that you saw, but it does seem as though the fire is out.
Oh, guys, it looks like the fire's... Yeah, the fire's coming back down. Oh, that's good. Everybody all right?
He's gonna like wipe off the soot and kind of like pat the burns on his arms and on his chest and go, I think so. It burnt my titty.
Oh.
I keep hitting my titties. I got bit last time and I got burnt this time.
Oh. I mean, could be worse. You could have bit both of them.
True. True. I'm just gonna look around for the kid that they got out.
If you didn't, I was about to make y'all roll. You kind of, as you're saying this, you just kind of turn and you realize that she is just kind of held on to the back of Darius's jacket and all of that, as when you guys were kind of being pushed through all of that, Darius had mostly held her between the two of you and kind of kept her safe, so she just kind of stayed near him.
Darius would turn to her after getting out of the fire. Just kind of put hand on top of her head. It's like, oh, you're about my height. You're okay?
She
All
looks,
right, little girl?
she's like looking down, even though like you're saying, oh, we're about the same height and everything. She just keeps kind of looking at the ground this entire time, now that you're outside. And
I assume she's covered in soot.
yeah, I mean, she is I mean, all of you guys are at this point. But yes, she is covered in soot, but she is just kind of not wide-eyed, just almost blank, staring at the ground.
I'm gonna cast
Wait, where am I on
Prestidigitation
this
to
map?
try and clean her up a little bit.
Right here.
Oh. I'm in the... Yeah.
Okay. Roll me d20.
Yep. I know the drill.
I mean, last session it was a crazy amount of drill. But so you kind of make a gesture and everything, and the soot clears away, and you see this, very almost mocha-skinned individual with dark hair and almond-shaped eyes, just kind of looking down the entire time.
All right. I'm gonna use prestidigitation once more to create a minor creation, and I'm gonna make a little like origami frog that hops. If you would allow it.
Yeah, you can make a small like thing with that. A small trinket.
Yeah, a non-magical trinket. I'm just thinking,
Yep.
just like a little
Yeah,
frog that you can like run in
wooden wind-up frogs existed back then.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, a little wind-up frog. Then another D20, because yep. Oh, did not blow up the child. Okay, we're good.
I mean, it could be any wonderful list of things.
Did you say that out loud, or was that
Teleport
just
the
like
child to the shadow realm.
Lemon
No, that was
internal
above table.
monologue?
No, that was 100% above table.
Ah, great! Didn't blow up the kid.
No. Lemon would be
Yeah,
very
yeah.
quiet during this. Just kind of clean her
yeah.
up and then create the little frog, like because she's looking down. I'm gonna just like create it like right at her feet.
What does Lemon's focus face look like?
100% tongue out the side of the mouth,
That's what I thought.
scrunched out.
I think we all had the same mental image, and that's kind of why I wanted to check.
Yep.
All right. So that also means that it's going to happen enough that you'll kind of learn to understand and recognize when that's happening, everyone else around you. That's why I say that too. It's like, oh no, that's the thinking face. So you make this little trinket wind up frog. What do you do?
I'll wind it up and see if it gets her, and I'm gonna watch her eyes to see if she moves at all, if she is looking anywhere other than 10 miles away.
You do see where her, because basically, as I imagine those sort of things that existed back in wooden whatever, it can theoretically make a noise as it does things. And you can see her eyes kind of look and watch it and everything, but roll me insight.
I got a nat 1 on that insight there.
So as you watch it move, all you see is that she kind of follows it for a moment and then goes immediately back to gripping Darius's kind of jacket.
I'm not getting any kind of response out of the kid. Is she okay, Darius? She seemed kind of attached to you.
I mean, I know my daughter would cling to me
I
when she
can
was
breathe.
scared.
I can see it. I can breathe in this bitch.
And she just kind of looks slowly up at the few of you and then back down again.
Are you hurt anywhere?
She shakes her head.
You sure? Nothing stings. Nothing hurts.
You see her kind of pause for a moment and kind of like almost spin her like the toe of her shoe in the dirt for a moment and then shakes her head again.
do you have any family running around, or anybody that takes care of you? We can let them know that you're okay.
Roll me insight.
Woo, good numbers.
There's a
Better than
long.
lemon.
Lemon ain't seen one of these human children before.
The last one had pointy ears.
So, you see a moment of hesitation. The same kind of toe digging into the dirt that you saw for a moment before, but this time it seems to trail. And you can almost feel the hesitation in the child as she's not entirely sure what to say in the moment. And then she slowly shakes her head.
No, huh? Oh.
Everyone roll me perception. Beautiful. As this is going on, Zuhara, you almost notice the odd silence at first as almost the most disturbing element of all of this.
I was just about to ask about this because I know how kids act, and that's
But then, no. But then it's not the silence that gets you. It's while you're like, because you're like, this kid is silent, but everything is silent.
yep.
That you begin to hear it. Boots.
We need to scoop her up and go now. We need to leave. There's
Do
been
what now?
well, with all of this commotion going on, our wonderful nation is coming to this to investigate. So we should probably not be here.
Have I seen anybody leave the direction that I saw that stray shot come off? Since we left this house?
No. But it's as you're having that thought and as that's occurring to you that you see the boots begin to come into place. As you see a group of soldiers with 2 robots with them.
Can we move?
Oh yes, you can move. But as you see them slide, you can see as they seem to have extremely formal regalia for the police on. Despite a festival day and everything, it seems very precise.
That's great.
And as they do, there's this great flash of light. Halt in the name of the Empire! For crimes against the glory of the Empire, cease your movement and forfeiture your weapons!
Lemon is on the ground. Just belly just flat as flat could be.
What does Hanbei do?
Hanbei has his hand on both of his weapons and is tentatively thinking about drawing them.
Zuhara, what are you doing? As you see the rest of your people doing this.
Well, I moved back. I didn't know. I moved back behind the captured rebel guy. I can't like move myself. I'm stuck behind him.
I couldn't tell where you were.
Oh, wait, where did I? Oh, I moved behind him.
Yes, the token.
Okay.
Yay, torch!
Oh, yep.
We have Tenny with us, yeah?
Yeah, Tenny
I
has
see him
kind
right
of
there.
wide eyes in this moment. And then you see him run.
As he's running, Hanbei is going to yell to take the kid.
When Tenny starts running, Lemon panics.
I'm
I have a
probably.
question, Dan.
Probably would take off after Tenny, since he's Hoditra.
Yes.
If I split the party, how much are you going to hate me again?
How about you trust me?
So, I do, but the problem is I'm remembering the grassy knoll. And I really want to go see. And I don't think Tenny's heading towards the grassy knoll.
Nope. He definitely is not heading towards the grassy knoll in this moment.
I don't
I
know
know.
what the knoll is, but
None of you do. Only Hanbei's seen it, and I can't convince any of you, and I know it.
the grassy knoll. Is that the dream we
You
shared?
try.
No, it's the
No.
fact that
Oh, I didn't
Hanbei
think I-
saw the rocket fire off from the side that no one else saw.
Yeah. I really don't want to stay with the. I mean, I was saying for us to take off, anyways, but I know if you don't want to.
Okay,
the
so
party
if
Meanwhile, Tenny.
Tenny is going north, grassy knoll was east or west?
So essentially, if in this moment Tenny is running north, Rocket came south. Because
Straight
in
south or
that in that
southeast or
moment,
southwest?
in that moment, I fired it from here
Yeah, it was like southeast-ish.
to be exact.
Yeah. Hanbei's gonna look at Darius and go put the kid to the police, and he's going to begin sprinting, quote unquote, east. I'll put him like right here
Oh.
because if other people are gonna go north, Hanbei will go with them. But fuck, I want to. Grassy knoll.
You wait. Roll me perception, Hanbei. What is Lemon doing?
Freaking out. Unless you're asking Lemon, that's the last thing they said.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you be carrying Lemon?
So that's the next
No.
question.
I don't
I
think
wasn't
you
carrying
Lemon.
You start to run away, and I had you roll a perception check, and you got real high.
Yeah, but right now things are a little awkward between them.
Uh-huh. But
And he
you're
would
not a
know that
person of
Lemon is-
words.
Is not.
Because you wouldn't leave Lemon to the police.
Yeah, but I trust Lemon going with Tenny and Zuhara.
I'm not in that side of Lemon, but if someone can can you punt her to me before or run to me before?
Well, you're gonna run by.
Like a football, just like.
The problem is what is Darius doing?
Unless I can grab Lemon and run towards Tenny.
What is
I don't know what to
Darius
roll.
doing?
Oh man.
What is Darius doing? This changes what Hambe.
This little girl grabbing onto your jacket edge as the police are yelling at you to freeze and people are starting to run. What do you do?
Ooh. I think this might be one of those moments where Darius would probably just freeze up without knowing, like, wait, I've always trusted the law. Now I'm on the wrong side of it. Wasn't my choice.
If that's the
But I
case,
can't leave the girl.
Hambe is gonna make the decision. The girl and Darius together would probably equal one normal, medium-sized person. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Lemon's freaking out.
Last I thought Lemon did went bearskin rug.
Yeah.
But
then started to look at Tenny running the last I thought too.
Hambe is going to pull out the small blade. The Madachi, cut his palm, rub it along his chest, get big, scoop up Darius and the child, look at Zuhara, say grab Lemon, and follow where Tenny ran.
Okay.
D, check my notes. Your notes? I said D.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I heard did. Sorry.
Well, it's actually funny that you should say any of that because boop, 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 boop. I prepared something for this.
Should we be worried?
We should always be worried.
This is a chase scene.
Well, no, it's a good. I've never done one.
Let me
before.
erase this here. This was what I was talking with Grim about before you guys joined in, that I had to pull up the old rules because they didn't reprint it for the chase mechanics for how these all works. No, it was in the 2014
God,
edition.
We're all carrying you guys little guys better start crawling up on our shoulders.
So the fun of this is that in a chase, there are no bonus or reactions. On your turn, you have a move and an action. And at the end of your turn, you have to roll a d20 to see if you get a complication. Complications help impede your progress.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you cannot tell from the top of the screen here, you are meant to travel from the left to the right. Once you reach the right end part of the screen, I will shift you back to the left and you will see the next map. I believe there are 8 or 9 of these, as I prepared an entire chase sequence for you.
In other words, go fast.
Yeah, this is it's a run moment. Let me here, Tenny's not down here.
Alright, so to make Darius a little bit easier able to run and stuff.
So what I will do here is essentially you guys are going to all roll me initiatives.
Don't forget to click your token.
I'm going to take Etienne and Kai off this map as they will auto-complete this mission.
Lucky. Decided it was going to unselect us.
Am I allowed to ask anything about the map?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So we're supposed to, you said moving left to right, but I see this wall here.
Uh-huh, you have to descend.
What? Oh, okay, thank you. Because it's, thank you. With the brick being the same color as the roofs, I'm like,
Yeah, it goes a little
Almost.
darker here, and you can see,
Okay.
like, here, where it goes through a wall. And then once you reach about here, that is
Yep.
pretty much what you'll see then on the other side in the next map.
okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I did see the light coming through. Thank you.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Like, so this is meant to be interactive, not like combative or anything. So that's where it is something where, like, use what you're seeing. Try and... Because obstacles that you're going to potentially get from rolling on your turn will do things to slow you down. You know, so throw things at them to slow them down. You know, this is meant to be that sort of interaction.
Knock over barrels.
Yeah, throw people at them, whatever.
Throw people. Not the kid.
That would be the Hanbei solution.
So, you guys get a free turn, essentially, in this. He doesn't have his normal move action, his normal bonus action movement, so he moves fast and gets ready to climb down.
He moved that far.
Move and action,
Dash is your action, I'm assuming, right?
if you want to.
Okay.
He didn't do anything to help or anything. He did everything to get there.
Man, I wish I still understood that.
As your action, you have a number of different things that you can do. Dodge, dash, and are
Dip, duck,
dip, duck, dodge are part of those options. So that's where, because there are other.
I see them in the thingy.
Yeah, see.
Just not the typical, not obviously attack, but
Yeah.
we can't attack, can we?
Well, I mean, that's where I mean this is not meant to be a combative thing, because, I mean,
no.
those shield guardians are going to fuck you up. I'm just going to tell you that.
You're like, don't try it.
Yeah, I'm like, really
Yeah.
don't... Like, you're already beat up, and they are, like,
Yeah.
CR7.
I'm running around all bruised up and very tired and huffing and puffing.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
you're already bruised, and those are fucking robots. So...
Oh, no, the robots were bad. Yeah, we already know.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, it's not just guards. They brought 2 robots with them.
Help and hide. Okay.
So yeah,
Well-
so at this point, for right now, it's like it's you have a free turn before it'll go to any sort of actual initiatives or anything. So that's where I'm saying you have a free turn to just move for now.
So are we not carrying any? But or is Hanbei and I carrying anyone or no? Basically.
Well, Hanbei is definitely carrying the child.
Okay. So is Lemon on their own, or is Lemon on my?
I
have
am on
Lemon?
my own.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm leaving that to player autonomy at this point. Like,
Okay.
you guys can dictate at this point how you're doing it. The only thing I know for a fact is that Hanbei has the kid. I ain't fucking worrying about the kid, so boom.
Hanbei also big. Was Hanbei big or just beefy?
Well, actually, yeah,
Hanbei big.
Hanbei got...
Hanbei big?
Yeah, I'll be big.
Hanbei big?
I guess you cannot hide now. Okay. So we all get to move now?
Well, I mean, I'm just going in order here, so essentially I would want Lemon to move.
All right, Lemon is gonna skitter under the cart here, and that's as far as I can get with my movement.
Okay. Hanbei.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Right, y'all. And can I knock this cart over?
I was like, the one that Lemon hit under?
No.
Alright.
Stall.
Nah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Make me an athletics check.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm in big form, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, trust me. I'm taking all of that into account for...
It's an 11 total.
I love it.
Sorry, 3 plus 14 total because I used my thingy, which my tactical mind.
Well, you know, you managed to move it to there.
Cool, I'll take it.
That's...
Lemon still squat.
Squat. You cut out.
Still squatting
That's my
underneath.
turn.
There it is. Alright. So then that puts us at Darius.
All right. So Hanbei was trying to make basically a barrier by pulling this tent down, right? That was like what I was
The
getting
cart
from
that was with it,
Yeah.
yeah.
that. Does from what I can see from there, would you say that there's like wooden, like, is there anything supporting something here on this thing, or does it just seem to be like an awning?
I mean, no, I would say that there are, like, poles out to support the awning that are taken, like, out at night. And that it's just... Because all they would need in this sort of situation is something to prop up and tie up for the day.
Gotcha. So I started thinking about like, oh, what if I, set like a trip or something like that. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anything from there. I ain't got spells for that stuff. So action dash.
Okay.
Just like sliding.
Slip
Hey, Lemon.
slide.
As
Oh. Then it's Zuhara.
Okay. I am running all the way over here. To sort of duck in that shop or whatever until everyone else can make it all the way over. It's a giant Hanbei. It's still making its way across. I gotta think of a nickname for that giant Hanbei.
John Bay.
John Bay. Why are you doing it in half measurements for me, game? You're being ridiculous. Alright, so it should be there. My gosh, Agatha is just freaking out. Alright, so you see as this small battalion of battalion of soldiers kind of marches through the edges of the robotic guardians that are with them as they kind of move coherently as a unit towards you and set themselves up. And as they do, you see Tenny kind of panics in that moment, throws a rope down, and jumps quickly down from the little support here, and then begins running. Lemon.
And I ran so far. Alright, I'm gonna run. Do I need to roll anything to get over this fence?
Meow?
Wow, that picked that up.
Whose
Yeah,
kitty's that?
we hear Kitty going rampant.
Aw.
I think that's Agatha at the doorway, just losing her mind.
I thought that
That's
was
not
mine.
mine. Mine is knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. No, it is. So essentially, this is just the edging here, and this was kind of just like a makeshift winch, if you will. And
Okay.
Tenny had thrown a rope down from it.
Alright. So that's 1, 2, that's 15. Yeah, I can get as far as Teddy got. I'm just gonna run. Just dash. I am not happy with him. He's not getting away from me.
Darius, are you on the cart
Um,
or just next to?
I would say probably at the moment next to it, like
Cool.
right up against the edge of it.
Cool. You're gonna watch Hambe grab the cart. I don't know if y'all ever played Injustice. Hambe is gonna grab the cart and yeet it towards the guards.
All right. Roll better than 11, maybe for me this time. Oh shit! I meant to do something too. I need to rewind just a moment.
Okay.
I need Kate to roll a d20.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
That one's gonna be like Hambe gets hit by a car.
As you begin to move up through this way with Tenny, you begin to run through a small maze of barrels, crates, and similar objects. Make either an acrobatics or what's a suitable intelligence check, I guess, to properly get
Survival?
through.
No,
Yeah.
that's wisdom.
No, that's wisdom.
Investigation?
Yeah. Make me,
I'll go with acrobatics because that's 1 higher.
or you lose 10 feet is all it is.
Oh, well.
That's part of the little things that can happen, the complications can potentially happen. But you rolled low, so you got a complication. I have a little chart here.
Yay.
But yeah, Hanbei, you are trying to chuck another cart, hopefully more successfully at them this time. That is indeed more successfully.
So they're just gonna grab it, slide it over to the other side. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to.
So let's see here.
I will end up.
Not that.
Here.
Okay, so that would put that here. Which means... That's about what I was thinking, going under that. Hanbei, roll me 2d6. Okay, so another barrel gets chucked, moves through an area of the guards as you watch two of them jump to the side, but the two that were in the middle of the battalion that were kind of to the side of where this cart went flying through them, the one in the front just kind of manages to get just a little under it, but still gets his head bashed into the gravel as he's trying to get under it, and the one behind it tries to jump out of the way, but mostly ends up jumping into the barricade that the cart slams into at the last moment, which almost adds more to his injury. Roll me a d20.
Hey, Darius.
Hanbei, roll me a d20.
I need to...
No complication.
You.
Darius. That's what I mean. It's only when you roll low.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of keep moving as best as I can. And right about when I get to here, would you allow for the spell Magic Stone, where it's normally a bonus action? Would you allow for, like, oh, I can just use a cantrip to just kind of like fire a stone using that modifier?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the thought is now it's like, oh, they're getting actually a little bit closer to something that could cause complications. So if I were to, say, fire a stone at this pillar here, trying to, I don't know, maybe knock it a little bit so that way it kind of knocks the awning over, maybe.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm here for it.
He's like, okay, I don't want to hit them, but I'll slow them down.
We'll make an attack roll.
All right.
Give me a damage.
That's a very nice attack roll.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
is.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay. And then
Just a couple off of max damage.
high or low?
Let's go high. Oh, come on.
I asked for heads or tails and it landed on the edge.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Crazy random
technically
random
it's
chance.
one below the top half.
Oh my god, I love it. I love the just fuckery of the RNGs sometimes for us. So you hit it and this flies out and it falls down. And you realize now it's just kind of awkwardly hanging there, just kind of like half awkwardly blocking the way. Just half successful.
Well, I'm trying. So that was 15 feet of movement. If I can use the rest of it to...
Mm-hmm.
It's like, is this... How is this structured? Like, would this be like if somebody wasn't paying attention and just ran into it, they would just run over the edge?
I mean, not right in that area because the crates are there and there's a dock, but over here there's a fence, and here there's a fence you can see. Like, you can see those little X's here of wood along the edging.
Yeah.
So that's why Tenny
Yeah.
just attached a rope here so that you guys had a quick swing, because it's just like a 10-foot drop there. It's nothing crazy, but, you know, I also get to make it a little easier.
I mean, 10 feet when you're only 3 foot tall.
Okay, point. You are like a toddler falling out of a bunk bed. I get it.
Yeah, this is like, all right, you guys are jumping from the second story. Yeah, like I guess I was just kind of wondering if it would be something where I could just run straight off of it, or if it would require more like pay attention, nuance. Because I got 15 feet of movement left.
Can I ask what you want to do? Because I have an idea if it's not what you want to do.
I mean, if there wasn't anything preventing him from just, you know, America's Funniest Home Videos just running off of the edge,
I mean,
he'd probably end up doing that, focused on trying to shoot at a wooden post with a slingshot while running.
well, yes, but my idea more on this was one of roll me a dex save.
Okay. I can do that for you. What is that with this middle of the road?
You land on Hanbei's back.
Oh.
I'm just gonna hold him up there.
Does your luck have anything to do with your rolls?
Only if I roll extremely bad. If I roll a nat 1, it automatically re-rolls.
Yes.
So, like, I cannot roll a nat 1.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I'm running and Darius is firing to knock stuff over,
Uh-huh.
like, is that fun?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A chase is meant to be fun. It's not meant to be like, oh my god, this is difficult. God damn. You were just accused of terrorism. You are now running.
Right.
That's why I was like, if I fail the dex save and I just fall and take a tumble, it's like, okay, fine. I've got the hit points to lose. I'm still gonna try and run.
Yeah, no, that's why I was looking at the positioning and I was like, nah, I'm totally like, because if you did that, you might still land on Hanbei. So
I'm just gonna kind of grab Darius's legs. He's got the kid on one shoulder and he's gonna put Darius on the other and just go. Let's go.
Yeah, huh, baby, yeah.
You know, I'm almost interested to see. Roll me a d20, Darius. I don't
swear
even
to God,
know.
It's a 10. So remember what I said before? Technically, that's only if I'm rolling a skill check or an attack. That's still a nat 1.
Well, crap. I guess I shouldn't have asked. I apologize.
I mean, technically, what I just did with you is also that roll. A large obstacle such as a horse or cart blocks your way.
I mean, Hanbei's a large
Yeah.
object. I just
See?
happened to run into him.
See, that's what I mean. I'm like, technically, that still fits. I'm gonna work with it.
Yeah.
All right, Zuhara.
Yuppers. I am going to also vacate and now I got these two to run around. Okay. What was it? Wait, didn't you tell me there was once a what's the shortcut for the ruler?
For the what?
For the ruler.
Oh, it's the thing that looks like a black, like, measuring
But there was a
bar.
key shortcut.
Oh, that? Oh, right-clicking when you're moving?
While I'm moving?
Yeah, like, hold your token to start moving it.
Uh-huh.
And then as
Oh.
soon as you move to the next space, right-click on it, and you'll see the 5 foot will come up like that for Tenny. And then you can keep moving, and then you hit right-click again, and it'll allow you to turn.
Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
that
I
is
didn't realize that was
cool.
a thing.
I knew that was there.
Relax.
We're
Let me get
learning.
to the next. Let me get to the next map
Ooh.
first.
I can't tell you.
Did he just follow the path that you? Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is such a cool feature.
I knew
I
it was
like-
there. I
oh.
just couldn't remember.
Oh, that is cool. I didn't know it. Like it actually like animated movement. That was cool.
Yeah, for everybody else, yeah.
Oh, that is funny
that's
then.
cool.
So yeah, you saw me go right around you guys.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
what I
That
mean.
was
Like,
awesome.
it's great. This is like a video game when done correctly.
Oh, and I had to roll a 20.
Yes, everyone has to roll a d20 at the end of their turn to see about potential complications during your movement. No complications. He didn't roll terrible. Speaking of complications. With a whirring noise, the robots begin to move. You can hear them as they begin to lift up the crate here in front of them.
Oh god.
Let's see. And you hear a sound as it flies back and begins to break back into its original spot with a shattering of wood. Why are you doing half measurements, you weird game? Whatever. No, not you. I wanted them. Thank you. There we go. Battered soldiers, unsure what to do, begin to collect themselves as they've just now had carts thrown through them twice.
Yeet.
You know what? I'm gonna have them. Okay, they're not doing terrible. They start to collect themselves. A little bit of movement. Start to do things. They, don't have... Alright, let's have them... Hey! They'll start to... You watch as they start repairing their friends. And you watch... Make a perception check with disadvantage, you guys running away. Well, Darius, I'll let you do it normal since you're kind of looking back. Everybody else with disadvantage.
Wait, what are we doing?
Perception roll with disadvantage for you, Zuhara. All right. Zuhara, since you were the last one who kind of went down there, and Darius, since you can kind of see in the back, you see as some of the soldiers that were in the battalion, when these robots move forward, you can see them move up and put their hands onto the back plating of these, and they seem to glow with runes for just a moment.
So the robot has a glowy on its back, is what you're saying?
The soldiers
Make
walked up and activated something on the robots that made them glowy.
Gotcha. Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
Lemon. Roll for me. Wunderbar, you do good.
Run. Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Hanbei.
So,
Hanbei is going to hold out the potion of fire breath to Darius for him to chug one. And then Hanbei's just gonna point to all the cloth shit and the wood.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend my... What do we have during a chase? Like, what actions?
You have action and movement. You don't have a bonus or a reaction.
Okay. Then I will just dash
Okay.
with Darius. And then with my back. This is 0. Does Darius hinder my movement?
No, because he is small.
Cool. I will come down here next to Tenny. Alright, Darius, you're on my shoulders. Let's go, boy.
Because that's the whole thing. You're when you get bigger, you are 2 sizes bigger than him.
And I'm just trying to, like, get Darius to essentially burn everything behind us or knock shit over.
I'm totally here for it.
I took one of the charges out of the potion fire breaths as if he kind of took a swig. I need to take my dog potty. She is literally like tapping my knee, like she really needs to go. So I will be right back. If you're on my turn for longer, literally just move me forward with Darius on the back. Oh, let me do the D20.
Oh yeah, do yours. Let's see, we roll the same thing. So.
Yeah, see.
Alright. Which is gonna be making a thing I can do for you. Let's see, so as he begins to make the turn around after doing that, he almost runs face first into a large barrel and has to make a dex save, which he just passes to avoid smacking into it for a d4 damage. Ooh. Darius, is there something you wish to do on your turn?
So, I'm assuming that the intent was to give me a bottle of fire potion so that I could take a swig and light everything on fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but like, okay, is there anything to like?
Well, in that situation, you kind of ran away from the specific things that were flammable, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to come across other ones.
Yeah, it's like that. Blah, 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 if I take a swig, that lasts about a minute, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so I'd have 10 turns to use thing. So for the entirety of the turn, not going to use movement.
You'll have it for a while, actually.
Oh.
The effect ends after you exhale fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed.
Okay, just use my turn to try and down the potion while bouncing up and down on Hanbei's shoulder.
Wonderful.
I'll just hold it and just kind of like aim backwards.
I love it. I'm not going to make you roll for complications since you are in a backpack ride. Zuhara!
Yeah, 1 second. Where are we at?
Just closing that gap for me. Just checking if there's anything else you want to do.
Nope. Just running with everyone else.
Ah, no. Boop, 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 boop. And the map continues.
As the world turns.
Yes. They pursue. Ah. Boop, 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 boop. Lemon!
I guess I'm just gonna run. Let's see. Just heatedly glaring at the back of Tenny's head. Or I guess his back in this case, because I'm not very tall.
All right. Hanbei.
He's not that
Actually,
dog.
You roll me your d20.
Oh, yee.
Especially as we transition maps. No complication, as you do not roll low.
However, I am far enough away from everyone else. You know what? Oh, wait, I can't. Wait, is it an action to do that, or is it just an ability? No, it says no action. Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Oh no.
I no longer trust Tenny.
What are you doing?
Wild Magic Surge?
Oh. Well, it's first a d4. Let's see. No, not that one. The other one. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to put this in your notes.
That's only slightly suspicious.
A lot of typing.
No, I was deleting because it gives me a few options.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Okay. Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Yeah, no big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it won't have any repercussions to any of this. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, look at that building.
Well, I've used my action and my move.
Oh, I
and
know.
that
I
was
know.
no
It's the end of
action,
your
so-
turn. And it'll be
Yep.
Hanbei's as soon as he's back. I just, I think it's funny.
Of course, because, you know, what did I say at the beginning of all of this? What could possibly go wrong?
Yes.
Exactly, Daneth. Exactly.
Well, let's see. You've been blamed for an act of terrorism. You're now escaping the city with a freed rebel. You're now evading the police.
This is not good.
Oh, just wait for the actual list of crimes.
What do you mean actual list?
Huh? What?
Huh?
I'm sorry, did you say list?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys, didn't stop certain people in their reports. So now, potentially, when crimes get reported, they might look as crimes. Like the burning of a lab that was a government facility. And I don't mean the one in this city.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, you guys have done a few things along the way that, if construed the right way, absolutely looks like a trail of terrorism and crime that you have wrought across the empire. And I have been keeping note of it as you've gone. Waiting for this moment.
What you're talking about.
I'm back.
It's your turn.
Run?
It's your turn to run.
All right, we hitting the old.
Your turn.
Now you're on the new map. Hey, you rolled just high enough to not have a complication.
You know me, barely making it, baby.
Darius,
Uh-huh.
roll me perception. As everybody's kind of running through here, you can hear some sort of echoing report being shouted out kind of from speakers in the buildings and everything, but with the alleyways it's kind of echoing, so you can't really make out clearly what it's saying. But you can hear some sort of report being called out.
Oh, that can't be good. That can't be good at all.
Anything you're going to specifically do on your turn?
No. Other than listen. It was like try and pay better attention to the sound that is coming over the speakers.
Okay. I'll say towards the end of your turn, you kind of hear where this report that is almost only coming through to you as the Charlie Brown teacher's voice stops with almost that shrill creak and then clicking noise as the connection ends. And then after a moment, everyone hears a siren begin going off on the building you're next to.
Oh my gosh. Where the heck are we?
On the next map. It's part of the
Yeah,
chase.
I just wondered where the building was.
You're in the capital. You guys don't really know.
I'll tell you where we're not. Safe.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh!
Oh, hell.
So, Zuhara, what do you think?
I'm running.
Roll me a d20.
Oh, shoot.
Bang, bang. All right. Let's see. A 9.
I like the other die.
That one does not actually work for this point in the chase, so you get away from that one. Does not work for this. Well, I'm curious, what is the other one? Nope. Ugh. The alarms spookily seem to continue from the building in front of you, and you can hear as things inside appear to be shifting. Put that in the proper order. No! It folded him in
I hate when
half.
that happens.
Yeah, when it folds them instead of moving them.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing. No move. Continues running down the small stairways that you're moving through here in front of this odd building. And you see as he looks over and his eyes get really wide. And you can see as he tries to run faster.
The camera?
Lemon.
What's the nearest flammable thing to me?
The building.
All right, prestidigitation. Actually, no, I'm gonna take a torch out of my bag.
Yeah.
Then prestidigitate the torch. And then I'm gonna touch it to the building.
Darius also can breathe fire from the building, right? Or on the building?
Darius can, yes. Because,
I
well,
still gotta roll
honest.
money for the.
So I mean,
Oh, that was.
I
close.
guess more of my concern in this moment is the like. I don't know if prestidigitation is quite enough.
Well, I can light a torch, so at the
Yes.
very least, I'm gonna take out a torch and light
Yes, and that's what I mean. But I don't think the torch by in and of itself is enough to try and light the building.
it. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, no, I get it. I was just
Yeah, no,
I'm going through
watch-
the actions and logic.
Yeah, Hanbei, you watch as Lemon goes over and starts jabbing the building with the torch. Fire, 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 fire.
And you can
fire,
see as
fire.
it does that like slight snuff thing where ashes are kind of like rolling down and there's a soot mark on the side of the building as Lemon is stabbing it.
And every time they stab it, they go fire, 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 fire. That's my turn.
Roll me a d20.
Complications, yay!
As you're doing this and you're trying to set yourself, there's a gutter within the edge of the building here that you're kind of walking along. Make me an acrobatics check. You avoid falling prone.
Ooh, yeah, fire, 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 fire.
Hanbei!
Hanbei is going to take the last swig of the potion of fire breath. I'm going to delete it now. And as he is running, he is going to begin breathing fire on the building.
Okay. So that's... Hey, you remember that thing I was just talking to you guys about? Like, right before Hanbei came back?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Love it. Love it. Just saying. Alright, so what's the best flame animation here?
Wouldn't
That's
Darius be
not-
moved with Hanbei?
Yes, I'm just not there yet.
Okay.
I'm looking
I
for...
mean, Dan can move himself.
There we go, that's the one I wanted. You were right there, so bloop.
That'll work.
Yeah, I have a spell effect for that.
There's a for that.
So as Lemon is stabbing it with this torch that is kind of leaving
Clearly not
embers and soot, Hanbei drinks the remains of this potion and breathes this cone of fire onto the building next to Lemon and then just walks away. Roll me a d20, Hanbei.
Got you.
You guys in this 10. As you begin going around this corner, there's a large crate set in the side of the alleyway. Roll me a dex save. That's the second barrel you've avoided taking damage from, Donkey Kong. Literally,
Jump, man.
look, you keep getting the 10,
Come on,
which is
jump,
like
man.
large, hard object that you have to roll or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Which I was all here for as large Hanbei tries to run through alleyways.
I mean, hey. We're getting there.
Right? It's
I'm
okay.
kidnapping the princess. I got Jumpman on my back. We're going.
But now Lemon's in the back, and I wonder what's going to happen on 7 again. Darius, are you doing anything?
You know what to do here.
Building's already caught on fire.
In a corner there.
Oh no.
You know what we got to do. We had to get the other side to be safe. Keep them busy.
Roll me
there's
perception
no
check,
kids in there.
Darius.
Oh, I really hope that there's no kids. Oh, hey, that one rerolled. Ah.
You can hear the movement of machinery inside. But you can't tell what.
But I don't necessarily hear any voices.
Not right now, no.
Fair enough. Okay. Oh, I hope that's just machinery in there. And, I'll breathe the fire breath. Try to avoid the door, which I'm assuming this is a door at
Yep.
the bottom here. Okay. Gonna try and avoid the door. just in case there's people. So try and blow it back towards the stairs.
Okay.
Walkway, whatever that is over here.
So there.
Oh, spicy. About, yeah. At least I try to.
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it. This is all a joint action.
Get you.
And as you do this, you hear
Oh, that can't be good.
Suhara,
Okay.
roll me perception, Suhara, as you begin to do that too. You hear the sound of something moving around the back of the building.
Well, I guess no dice is perfect.
Let's see.
Sorry, I was trying to troubleshoot my my furnace. Why are you guys setting the building on fire?
I don't know. Lemon wanted to set the building on fire. It's a distraction in Hanbei's mind, so fuck it.
It don't sound like there's people inside, so worst case scenario, we deal with some machines that get distracted trying to put out the fire.
They're not gonna try to put out. I don't think they're gonna give two squats about the building being on fire.
As
In that case, I
you
hope the guards are
continue running around the edge, you hear as the shutter door in the back of the building finishes raising, and 4 robotic guards walk out of it.
God. I thought it looked like a funny looking building with the way the gates look. Like, what is this building, D? What's the building? Because it looks like a fortress or like a prison or a jail because there's bars.
and Tenny looked at it and then got panicked and started to run.
That's only a little suspicious.
Don't be
Guys,
suspicious.
guys.
Don't be suspicious. Okay. What, you gotta keep the chase interesting, right? I think your friend is in trouble. Please, hurry.
Oh.
Lemon.
All right, I'm gonna try and light these robots on fire.
Run!
So
Remember,
I'm
the robots
gonna
they're
go
little.
over and I'm gonna stab at them with a torch.
What?
You said everything.
I kind of
are
expected
everything.
spells on that, but yeah. I mean, it's
That
an
would require
obsession.
me to have any spell slots left.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I love
So
it.
I'm gonna stab this robot with a torch. I assume that's just like unarmed strike, bonk.
Well, no, I wouldn't have made it unarmed strike at that point, because...
Yeah.
Give me club.
Club? Okay, hold on. Let me add one to my inventory. Still a 5.
Okay. Just
Well-
walk off and kang.
So going to light you on fire. You should be on fire. Why won't you light on fire? You should be on fire.
That's my
It's
turn.
metal.
Darius.
Okay.
Roll me perception.
Hey.
Roll me arcana.
Oh, come on. Why?
Something happened with Lemon's anxiety or spells in the time since you all have been running, and something is clearly affecting his mindset. That he is not in his right mind right now.
Oh man. I mean, I feel bad for you, Lemon, but now I wish I
Only
would
we
have just
had.
scooped you up again.
If only we
had a
had like
lasso.
more people to try and yank Lemon away.
Do we have a
That's
lasso?
okay. I
Can
have
anyone
an idea.
lasso?
Yeah, I can. I have a rope. I was literally about to. And I was about to ask another question.
Uh-huh.
Ambe, go.
Yo, if I action surge, can I lasso and drag?
You know, I'm real cool on this. We're gonna roll, but yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm down. So. Alright, so because this is an athletics check to do this, I'm doing fucking great. Alright, I will spend my last second.
9!
Wind.
9!
Nah, I'm spending the last second wind. It's a 13 total.
Why? Why?
Let me
all
blow
on this
everything! 13.
Yup.
Yeah, downside. I used mage armor in the fight, so I had 8 hours of mage armor. My AC is 16.
No, that's a 13 to make the lasso.
Yeah, this is about the lasso. It ain't
You have to do
about.
a dexterity check.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
Oh, dex check for me.
yeah, it's just
Yep.
gotta hit the area.
Save or check?
Save.
Okay, just making sure.
What the fuck?
No!
I'm gonna go lie down in the fetal position.
No! I don't wanna! Get away!
Okay.
You took the vest
I will
off of
spend.
you took the vest off Lemon this once, and you're regretting it.
Guess
Oh.
what? Now my fucking second, my fucking second movement. I gotta be a little shit. Hanbe's about to get captured a second fucking time.
No! I had to roll so low. I can't help you.
I am grabbing Lemon and yeeting Lemon forward.
Yeet!
Them. I know you
I
can't.
can't.
run,
I've
I
used
know.
my movement.
Oh man. Okay. Here we are with choices to be made. But it's okay. You forgot about that part.
No, I didn't.
And he's got a flame breath.
Yeah, I do. I
So-
have 2 of them, in fact.
Well, so's he.
Mm.
How did Darius get over there?
He was on his
He's
back.
on my shoulders.
Oh, I did forget about
Yeah,
that.
I'm already carrying. I'm carrying Darius and the kid. I'm going to flame breath in front of me at the guys, and then I'm gonna set Darius down. And I'm gonna go run. And take Lemon with you.
Oh, hell. Oh. Well, you better be right behind us.
Darius, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
I'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
In that moment, as Hanbei is saying this to you, just for a moment, everything freezes.
Oh.
And you see as everything ripples as if water
Oh, no.
for a moment. And you hear this almost poetic whisper of a voice, laughingly close. Would you still heal the world?
Honestly, I'd be trying my damnedest. I just gotta get the hell out of here. Get everybody out.
Stop looking to the fire. It's only destruction. You should know that by now. Ask.
I mean, ask. Ask for what?
Help?
Please. Help us. I don't really have anything else I can really do. I need help.
What do you want to do right now? Tell me, healer. What do you want?
Well, truth be told, wind back time and stop that firework from hitting that building, but I don't think that's a possibility.
Maybe. This is as close as I can do. And as she snaps her fingers, everything ripples, and I'm going to drop you back into time.
Okay.
So, as you're telling Darius to get out of here, you see something that you haven't seen since the time at the lab. You see what at first looks like an explosion within the water.
Hey.
But then, as it happens, a gigantic ball of water slowly begins to form out of the river. And as it does, it douses the flames here on the building. And you watch as it rolls through. Taking the fire and the robots and putting the building to a point that it still looks destroyed, but it's no longer actively dying. And just as this ball came, it dumps everything into the river.
Okay. They're gonna be one to lick a gift horse in the mouth. Also, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Defensive pounce, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm asking if, like... I'm just... Listen, I'm all out of
Calm down, the
but
thing.
I'm
Did you
trying.
just throw Wolverine and want to eat at him? Really? That's what you're arguing about right now?
No, I wanted to grab Lemon and then eat Wolverine later. I have a feeling Lemon's not going far.
Look, Darius just had his own weird shit to deal with right now. Give him one thing at a time.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Nothing was listening at all. Zuhara, what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna run down here and try to convince Lemon to get on. I'm running down here to talk to Lemon. I'm only gonna run halfway. Lemon, I understand you're very angry right now. We all are. Would you like an opportunity to be a what do you call a weapon that... Is there a name for a weapon that faces behind? Rear, I guess?
Yes.
I guess.
Like a rear-facing turret?
Yeah, Lemon, you want to be a rear-facing flamethrower for all the baddies?
I mean, don't I think fire?
Yes. As long as you're facing rear. Yes. I'm just gonna say yes, because I can
Oh, okay.
get them. Okay, cool. So.
Didn't.
Other question?
Whoa.
Technically, is the range of defensive pounds, is that half of my movement, or is it just take half of my movement?
The range is half of your movement, so if your movement
Okay,
increases...
so it's 15 at the moment.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just setting up like the buttons so that way I have it in the future.
Yeah, no. I intentionally worded it away so that it could increase as your movement increased.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, by the way, when you yeeted me, am I prone now?
Roll me a
I
dex
think
save.
it's a... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's a dex save for it.
Normally, yes. But in this situation, dex save.
Normally, yes, sometimes no.
You have successfully
Sometimes
avoided
no.
falling as Hanbei yeets you. Just enough to
Stuck
watch
the
this
landing.
odd tsunami of water take out the threats in the area.
That was weird.
Boop, 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 boop,
Heh.
boop.
Heh.
Because you left us, that's why.
I had to give Darius just a little more anxiety. It's fine. It's fine.
Just a little.
Darius or Dan? No, I'm kidding.
Yes. So you have a moment to collect yourselves here and keep moving as you realize this will only take. This peace will not last. Roll me. Roll me survival. Actually.
Everybody, or
Tell you what, I want to see if we can get a really high roll here. As you're in the panic of this chase, and everybody is going through this here.
we're going through it all right.
Let's go, baby.
Lemon's
I'm
still
gonna roll it
kicking
too.
Yes, do it.
Sorry. Oh crap! I'm so sorry.
You're getting ready to hop up into that backpack. And then, after watching this wall of water wash everything away, you're like, yes, we could keep running. Or we could try and figure
Or-
out a way to escape by river. As you
Again?
realize that you're at a river point, as you see runs through the city here. That's why I took you to the big map to show you.
Do we have any idea of how deep said river is that's nearby us when we were on the last map?
This is a canal connecting to it. So this part, not very, but it gets pretty deep. Because this all connects into bays and docks, and it all keeps going. It's a thorough water fare through here. Because it does connect down into the actual, like, bay, and further down there's, like, where it connects to the ocean. There might be a naval yard there. But yeah, I'm just pointing out as your friendly neighborhood DM that technically not how I was technically pushing you here, but as you do this and as you have connected with this and seen this water wash through the area, you realize, huh.
So, above table, question to the group. What are we gonna do with this little kid? Are we taking the little kid with us?
So I was actually about to do that. I don't think we could take the little kid with us. And I think right now the best plan or the best idea, in my opinion, is if we pass by a place that has people or we hear people inside, we leave her there. I was going to
I
see
like
if
that
people
idea.
were inside this building that we're next to right now, and then I was going to see about, like, leaving her here while we run, because Hambe does not voice it, but he does not agree with involving children in these scenarios and believes that every child should be able to grow up and be free.
Oh heck, I agree with you right there.
So that is why Hambe saved the child. Even if the cops came and, like, even if the guard came and arrested everybody, Hambe would have still at least felt fulfilled in the fact that the child was safe. So my goal is I was literally about to run by, see if I seen people in this building, put child on the ground, say good luck, I believe in you, stay safe, and keep going. Because people will take care of smaller people, quote unquote.
The building
Like, it's just
beyond the factory here that you were at, or
just either of them. Like, if there are people in any of these buildings along the way.
So here's the thing. The people that were there earlier throughout the festival week saw that there were orphans essentially running around in that moment.
Yeah.
And this is a child of the system.
Yeah.
And now, even if you release them, they're going to have some effect from being associated with you.
Possibly.
So we should just keep her with us.
Or drop them out of town, at least.
Okay. We can do
Like,
that.
you're like, this isn't a safe place to leave them. I'm not saying you
No.
should keep this kid forever, but you're like, this is not the most, this is not the safe place.
So the only thing that I think kind of goes against that is the area we were in was on fire. There would have been a ton of smoke. The guards were pretty far away. And there's big ass Hanbei next to small child. I think they would have saw Hanbei before the child. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is the possibility.
But
of
here's
child. What
the
if y'all want
big-
to leave her outside the city? We can.
Here's the big problem. Those guards came from the direction of the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were waiting.
The other thing.
Like Iwahara probably won't put this together. Maybe Monday can, because he was running in that direction anyways. And our lovely empire does not seem to care about its poor orphan
Yeah,
urchins.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what
This
line.
this is a
They
moment
don't
where,
care.
like, y'all have seen shit, you know? And you're like, maybe,
Yeah.
mm,
And
What
we
about-
live in this like empire, and it's always been empire. Empires usually do not. We're cogs, so
Hold on. Leave child with fucking Tenny. Tenny has connections.
right now,
I don't
Tenny's
trust
escaping with you.
yeah, Tenny's
Yeah.
coming with us. We have more than
Yeah,
enough
I'm-
people to care. If your arms are getting tired, I understand.
No, I don't have a fucking problem with that. What I'm saying is, like,
No, I'm strong.
Specifically, Tenny has connections.
Well, yeah, once you get
I
out
don't
of
think
here.
we- Yes, we have to
Yeah,
get out of the
let's
city
get
first.
out of town
Yes.
first and kind of.
This is the
Yes,
figure out-
I believe
of, like,
Hanbei
we
is
have to leave
agreeing
town.
and pivoting in this moment and saying, yes, okay, so let's use Tenny once we get out of town.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another option, too. I don't know. We'll see. What's your guys' plan?
Light everything on fire.
Well, no, I've given you the
Everyone?
option of keep running or river. So I'm asking RP-wise, what do you guys
Can
do?
you pull me out to the map again?
Oh, wait, did I?
Big
the
map.
Big map?
River sounds
Yeah.
good. But I don't know how quiet we're gonna be with a reverse, with a flamethrower like pushing us along. I suppose that can be some kind of propulsion, right?
Okay. So we crossed here just now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So if we went river,
I said essentially
if we
like you were
follow-
in some canals, but yeah, just for simplicity's sakes.
Yeah. So it'll probably follow this way.
Whichever, but yeah, because it's essential. Well, if you go out to the thing is technically, what they say about rivers and flowing to the ocean.
Yeah.
It will go
Well,
down.
it all depends on the.
It's going down.
I'm like, what's the elevation? That's what determines the river flow. But,
Well,
okay.
yes, but that's what I'm saying is in this moment the river does flow downward because that is towards the ocean here. So it's running this way. That's why the Port Authority was out here.
Oh shit. Well, we do have our trusty flamethrower. I just have to turn around.
That's why I'm
I'll
saying
leave it up to the group.
this is
We can.
100% RP.
All right. I'm just gonna look at Tenny. Front gate, water. And Hanbei is gonna start getting out barrels for if he says one.
High or low?
Can't light the river on fire.
But anyone blocking your way, you certainly can.
High or low?
Low.
That's pretty low.
That is.
You're
pretty
damn
low.
right it is. I knew because it was relating to me. Let's go, baby.
Tenny begins moving quickly back to the waterway, and you can see where he begins jumping down along the edges of the river, and he begins prying open barrels and dumping contents out of them. And as he's doing this, you can see where he brings out a paint set and starts drawing a yellow bird on the side of each of the barrels.
Hanbei will set the small child down, and he is going to start grabbing barrels and pulling tops off and just dumping them out, and then setting them off to the side for Tenny to have access to.
And then you watch as he kind of stops, as the rest of your companions that weren't on the map and were running with you kind of approach, and he takes a look at the other orc that's with you. And you can see where he weighs it for a moment. And then you see as he kind of just turns his head slightly to the side and goes, "Well, my friend, your way or mine?" And the orc looks kind of serious for a moment. And then looks back. Their choice.
Alright. Hanbei is going to look at everybody else. And then... Lemon. You want to go through the city and light stuff on fire, right?
Light stuff on fire.
No.
That's one for city.
No. I'm gonna rewind this. If this was a video game, you'd be getting a faction choice option pop up. Because
so
Tenny
you're
was
going
just
with
started.
Rebels or Tenny.
Tenny just started to draw a symbol on the barrel and then stopped and looked at the rebel and said, "Well, never mind, your way or mine." And he said, "Let them pick."
So we're choosing between Tenny
Rebels or
and the
Tenny.
Rebel. Okay. That's okay. I'm making sure that I was reading that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we roll to go with what Tenny would suggest?
Well, it's
Tenny
essentially
would probably suggest
Tenny's
Tenny,
contacts or the rebels.
the Rebel Army.
Yeah, the rebellion. Do you go into the black market or do you go into the rebellion? That's the real answer.
Lemon's going to the rebellion.
You take it to a vote. We don't split. We're all stuck together anyways now.
Yeah.
Lemon's gonna point at Tenny and then point at the rebel and goes,
At least that one didn't send me to my sister.
Look, I was not secretive about this contract the entire time. I tell your friend at the very beginning. Look, I understand. I help these people too. I hold no ill grudge about this. If you choose to help the Dragon Prince Alliance, the Dragon Prince Rebellion, so be it.
All I'm gonna say for my input is that the water seems to be kind of calling to me, and it seems like the water wants to help. I'm not saying one way or the other with these two folks, but I still think that the water is probably better regardless of whoever is there.
Lemon will come over and put a hand on Darius's shoulder and just give like just a curt nod.
Alright, if you're gonna fuck knock my door.
Oh,
Somebody's knocking on our door.
oh.
So, what has Lemon has decided Empire, or not Empire, Rebellion.
Yeah.
Zuhara,
Yes.
you're
Oh, my pick.
probably gonna pick Tenny.
Yeah.
So that's 1 and 1. Kai is picking Rebellion. That's
Yeah.
1, 2.
You know that.
Li Tian could go either way. Darius,
what.
what's your vote?
He's a merchant, so probably go with the merchants.
So that's 2-2.
Then there's the whole family thing too. But do I involve my family with the rebellion? 'Cause that'd be really bad for them.
I don't think Lydia is.
No, it's fine. I say
Yeah.
we leave this as a point.
Okay.
I put up a
Right.
poll with an 8-hour. Well, here let me just. Well, let me edit it. No, you can only end it. That's wonderful.
Yeah, you gotta remake it
Yeah.
if you.
All right, yeah.
you set
Here,
it
let
up.
me just
Yeah.
end it and redo it with a day. Ugh, I liked the. "24 hours."
Well, I think that's probably a good place for us to stop then. Gives people a little bit of time. At the moment, Hanbei is a tiebreaker, but it also depends on where. If Li Tian actually votes, then yay.
We'll see where everything goes.
Yeah, because at the moment we are 2 and 2. 2 for the Rebels, 2 for the Dragon Prince Rebellion, counting Kai.
Yeah.
Like
So
Kai
it's
is
just-
going. Yeah, Kai is going Rebels either way.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Oh,
No,
no. No, she
Oh,
stayed
yeah,
in.
already stayed.
Yeah, she already was like,
I know.
rebels. I think I
Yeah.
said Empire, and she immediately was like, I must join the rebellion.
Yeah, potentially. So, I think
And Lemon as a dragonborn drawn towards Dragon Prince. And since they haven't exactly had the best experience and somebody from the Empire wants to do things to them.
I mean, I guess maybe that is the interesting aspect of this too, because the rebellion definitely exists more on the outskirts, whereas the black market is more the underbelly.
think it's
And
sort of-
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Like I say, right now, Lemon doesn't know who to trust in terms of contacts, given that their sister is working for
Yeah.
somebody. She's part of that underbelly, and that's why he's rebellion, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
was just
love
gonna say, it makes me think of like how most things work in Star Wars.
it.
It's like, we're gonna split up and to end up in the same place because most black markets connect to rebellions. Because how else do they get stuff?
Well, that's why Teddy was like,
I
I
know,
work
I'm
with
thinking
them.
too hard.
It's
I'm like,
okay.
right. It's the choose your own adventure part of like side story. What other little friends are we gonna make up along the way to help us?
Well, it tells me exactly what all I need to prepare, because
I'm excited. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not ruining your surprise.
no.
I'm excited now. Okay. I love all of
nothing
it.
wrong